More than 65 million Americans have now voted in the presidential election, either by mail or through in-person early voting. The data being released by election officials can be used to determine who is turning out. And Donald Trump is pointing to it to claim he will win and also to make unfounded allegations about election cheating. Karen Pauls has that story from Washington.
Donald Trump is increasingly undermining public confidence in this election. Again, last night in Arizona, he repeated false election fraud claims during an interview with former Fox host Tucker Carlson. Trump never conceded defeat to Joe Biden in 2020, an election he lost by nearly 7 million votes. He says he will win on Tuesday unless there's cheating.
We're doing very well. I think we're leading by a lot. And if we can keep that cheating down, because they're a bunch of cheats, if we can keep that cheating down, we're going to have a tremendous victory. I think it'll go down as one of the greatest victories of all time.
There is no evidence of voter fraud or election cheating. Trump is also getting more violent in attacking his political rivals. Here's a clip where he targeted former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who's encouraging Republican women to vote for Harris.
She's a radical war hawk. Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay? Let's see how she feels about it. You know, when the guns are trained on her face.
Cheney has responded on social media saying, "This is how dictators destroy free nations. They threaten those who speak against them with death. We cannot trust our country and our freedom to a petty, vindictive, cruel, unstable man who wants to be a tyrant." Now, at her rally last night, Vice President Kamala Harris promised to fight for working people. She was joined by celebrity Jennifer Lopez. You can hear Lopez got emotional talking about a comment about Puerto Rico being a floating island of garbage at Trump's rally last weekend.
He has consistently worked to divide us. At Madison Square Garden, he reminded us who he really is and how he really feels. It wasn't just Puerto Ricans that were offended that day. We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should. Our pain matters. We matter. You matter. Your voice and your vote matters.
Heather Harris's campaign has launched a Spanish language ad saying Puerto Rico is an island of scientists, poets, educators, stars, and heroes. We are not trash. We're more.
It is the final weekend. We're talking a lot about that today, Karen. The final weekend of this campaign, the vote on Tuesday. So where are the two candidates today?
Well, Trump and Harris will both be in Wisconsin. Sunday is the deadline for early voting there. Harris has a concert and rally at the Wisconsin State Fairground featuring big names like Glorilla, Flo Milli, and the Isley Brothers. Cardi B is also expected to speak. Trump is holding a rally just 10 kilometers away. And Wisconsin, of course, is an extremely close race. Polls show Harris holds the slimmest of leads over Trump. And I mentioned earlier Trump's comments about election fraud. Well, Georgia's Secretary of State is flagging a false claim on social media that illegal Haitians are being flown into the U.S., into Georgia, to vote for Harris. Brad Raffensperger says there's a fake video circulating that he believes is foreign interference, likely Russian troll farms. He says they're trying to sow discord and chaos before the election, and he's asked X's owner, Elon Musk, to take it down. Musk, of course, is a Trump supporter. Here's Raffensperger.
We know it's easy to cast a ballot, and we know it's hard to cheat. It's really as simple as that.
And Heather, more than 65 million Americans have already voted. That beats the early voter turnout record from 2020, which was during the pandemic.
That is Karen Pauls in Washington. Karen, thank you very much.